Hey guys, what's up? It's Apple Critics from applecritics.com. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you all the iPhone settings that you need to change right now. So there's going to be a variety of settings that I'm going to show, and after you watch this video, you're going to probably want to change these settings ASAP. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this video started. So the first thing that we're going to do is open up no other app other than the settings. Now, once we're in the settings app, we're going to go to accessibility. Now, the first part we're going to go into is Siri and search. And then when we're in Siri and search, what we're going to do is turn off always listen for Hey Siri. So that means that it's always going to be listening. So it's always going to listen to you to say those two words in quotation. So it's just waiting for you to say those words. So we'll always listen and we'll use up all the battery life and always be running in the background as well. So you don't want your phone doing that. So you could just turn it off, which makes more sense than always listening for that phrase of Hey Siri. Now, the next thing that you're going to want to change will also be the allow Siri when locked, because that will mean that you can still use Siri when your device is locked, and other people can trigger Siri to do certain things. Maybe if they tell Siri to announce your messages, they will read it. So you want to be careful with allow Siri when locked, just in case your iPhone or iDevice that has Siri on it runs into someone with the wrong hands and wrong intentions of your device. So you want to turn off both of these. We're still in the Siri and search. What we're going to do is actually scroll down. And we're going to scroll down to where it says announced messages. And once you go to where it says announced messages with Siri, basically what it allows you to do is do as the title suggests. So it will have Siri read out messages without having to unlock your iPhone when second generation AirPods and some Beats headphones are connected. So Siri will avoid interrupting you and will listen after reading messages so you can reply without saying the words hey and Siri. So you can see that we have that right. So what we're going to do is simply turn on announce messages with Siri, but what we're going to actually do is turn off reply without confirmation. So have Siri send replies without first reading back the messages. So maybe Siri does not interpret what you're saying correctly and messes up a little bit, then I'll just go ahead and send that message. So you want to make sure that reply without confirmation is turned off. Next up, we have Face ID and passcode. So what you're going to do is scroll down towards the bottom and you're going to review all of these settings. So this is the allow access when locked. So you're going to have access to today's view, notifications, control center, Siri, reply with message, home control, wallet, return missed calls, USB accessories, and all of those. So you're going to have all that information when your device is locked. So you're going to make sure that you filter through all these and you maybe want to turn off certain things. So this is very crucial because someone can get a hold of your phone and they can just automatically start replying to messages or have access to your Apple Wallet. So then you can start buying stuff in store with the Apple Wallet and just the Face ID. So that is what you want to be careful with because that can have some very crucial and negative effects if you just have all these allowed when your device is locked. So it doesn't even matter if you have your Face ID and passcode enabled, the people will still have access to all these crucial features. Now next, what we're going to do is go into privacy. And then we're going to tap on location services. And then you're going to see all the apps that are using your location services. So you're going to want to filter through these. So certain apps, maybe Shazam even has access to your location while you're using it. So maybe you can change it to never or ask next time. So you have all that information there. So you just want to filter through your apps that have access to your location. So that's very important. But then what you want to do is actually go to where it says system services. And then this is where it gets really interesting. So these are the certain software components of your device that has very important access. So you have Apple Pay merchant identification, cell network search, compass calibration, and much more. So you want to focus on these. But the main big thing is significant locations. So this can basically, once you tap on it, it will track all your previous locations of your iPhone. And it is pretty on point. So you want to be careful with that. So you probably want to turn off significant locations with your device so that it won't always be tracking where your iPhone is and where it has been, and it is very accurate, I must say. So you're going to want to turn off significant locations since it has a history of locations and clear history of your significant locations. Now if we go back into privacy and then we go into files and folders, you're you're going to see that we have all the apps that have access to our files and folders. So you're going to want to change certain permissions to certain apps. Now, the only thing that has access to my files and folders would be Safari because of the new Safari Download Manager. Now, what we're also going to want to do is check in the motion and fitness section. And these are all the apps that have access to your motion and fitness and related features. So these are the apps that you want to be careful with. So you can see if you want to turn it on or turn it off with the health app and just general fitness tracking. If we go into notes, and then once you go into notes, we go into save to photos. We have the option of turning it on or turning it off. So it will automatically save to photos when you take a picture in notes or when you scan a picture into notes. So you can choose to turn it on or turn it off. This is entirely your choice, but you just have to be aware of it. We go into settings and then into the Safari tab. And then we scroll all the way down. We have the option of automatically save offline. So it will automatically save all reading list items from iCloud or offline. So you have the choice of turning this on or turning it off. And then we can go into the settings, sound and haptics tab. And once you go into this tab, what you're going to do is scroll all the way down under sound and haptics to where it says system haptics. So you're going to have the option to play haptics for system controls and interactions. So you're going to turn that off. It's not really necessary and it's a little annoying to say the least. So that is the option that you do have. Now we can go into the camera. And once you go into the camera, you're going to see I have all the informations with the camera, but we have the option of changing this very important one at the top, preserve settings. So with preserve settings, what it has the ability to do is normally is that camera mode will be turned on, so it will preserve the last mode, such as video, rather than reset to photo. So if you take a video and then you hit the home button and then you go on to something else and maybe you see something you want to take a picture of really quickly, it'll be stuck on that video mode, and then you'll have to change over to the camera mode to take a picture. So that is what normally happens. So you can choose to turn off preserve settings so it'll go back automatically into camera and not be stuck on the video mode for this particular reason. So it's really good in that way. Now, next up, we can go into podcasts. And when we go into podcasts, what we can do is go to where it says downloaded episodes. So you can see that it will automatically download those episodes and they always take up a lot of space. So you can turn off downloading episodes. You can say only new, and you also have the option to say all unplayed. So you have all of that information in terms of podcasts. Now, podcasts are really good. It's definitely one of my favorite apps on my iPhone. But the thing with podcasts is that they do take up a lot of space, but you can just play them over the cloud and it doesn't take up any space. You can still mark them as played and everything. It's just that it makes a lot of sense to treat them kind of like Apple Music in a sense where you don't always have to download the music directly onto your device, but you can still play the song. So it's just the same with using it with a podcast, I must say. Now, last but not least, we can go into cellular. And once you're in cellular, what you're going to do is turn off cellular data and iCloud Drive. Now, iCloud Drive does take up tons and tons of cellular data. So if you don't already have unlimited, you probably want to turn that off. And it will just take up your data plan and charge you more and more. So just be careful with iCloud Drive and just be sure to use it on Wi-Fi to save your data plan. So those are all the settings that you must change right now. Thank you for watching this video on the settings that you want to change right now. Please be sure to subscribe to this video. Please smash the like button down below so you know you watched. Also be sure to check out all the other videos on my channel. Be sure to check out applecritics.com for latest Apple news, reviews, and more. Like my Facebook fan page at facebook.com/applecritics. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/applecritics. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/. Once again, thanks for watching and subscribe for more great content.